Okay, so taking up this homework question, first off, I see a mix of fractions. So what I do first is change these to improper fractions. Change these to improper. Remember from chapter 1? So multiply and add. So 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. So 7 over 3a. So 2 and 1/3 is the same as 7 over 3. I just change it to an improper fraction. Same here. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So minus 5 over 2. Like that. Okay. Subtract 1 over 2. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 1, 11. So 11 over 5. And 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. So 11 over 3. Okay. All I did was change these into improper fractions. Now I do my distributive rule. Distribute, distribute, distribute. Okay. How do I multiply fractions again? Yeah, Isabel? Top with the top, bottom with the bottom, right? So 3 times 3 times 7, 21. 5 times 3, 15. I know I could have reduced this, but I'll just leave it for now. And then 3 times 5, negative 15. 5 times 2, I get 10. Right? Same thing here. 1 times 11, negative 11. 2 times 5, I get 10. And then 1 times a negative 1 times 11 is negative 11. 2 times the 3, you get 6. Okay. So now, looking at this, I see the 10 and the 10. Can I group these two together? I have the same denominator. Miriam?
They're not like terms.
They're not like terms. This has an A. So this actually goes with this one. Okay, these two go with together, and then these two go together. So even though they had the same denominator, don't get fooled. It has to be like terms. So I'm adding and subtracting. So I need lowest common denominator. What's my lowest common denominator between 15 and 10? 30. Good. So something over 38, take away something over 38. Okay. So 15 times 2 gives me 30. So 21 times 2, I get 42. 10 times 3 gives me 30. So 11 times 3, I get 33. Okay. These two now. These two, between 6 and 10, what's my lowest common denominator?
30 again.
30 again, yes. Okay, so over 30, over 30. Notice how I kept the sign. This was minus, I kept it minus, I kept the minus. So 10 times 3 is 30, so 15 times 3, 45. 6 times 5 is 30, so 11 times 5, 55. Okay, now I can collect my like terms. 42 minus 33, I get 9. 9 over 38. And here, negative 45 minus 55 is negative 100 over 30. When you add and subtract fractions, remember your denominator stays the same. The denominator stays the same. You don't subtract your denominator. You only subtract the numerators. Right? Is this good as a final answer? Ivy? Reduce both or just this? Yeah, I can reduce this as well. What goes into this one? 3, yeah. So I get 3 over 10a. And here? What goes into both? 10, yeah. So 10 over 3. Okay, how many of you got this answer? 3 over 10a minus 10 over 3. Okay, so only a couple. And did you have to show all this work to get the final answer? Yes. So when I came around and some of you just wrote me a one-line answer, that kind of tells me you probably got the answer from the back of the book. Okay, from the answer page. So this question does take up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 steps. Okay, so if you want part marks on the test, make sure you show some work. Okay. Any question on this? You might not see something as long, so maybe you'll see something like this on the test. So, or like maybe something like that. So that is not as long. Okay. But you will see a fraction question on the test because I want you guys to reinforce. I want to reinforce adding, subtracting mixed numbers. All right. So I'm gonna give you guys a review package right here. Tons of questions. Okay, and answer key is at the bottom. Okay, and at the end. So try these. If you can do all this, you should be able to do the test on Monday. I'm gonna give you guys a whole period to work on this. I'm gonna come around. I'm gonna be on your case if you don't work, because I know that if you don't work here, you don't work at home either. So I'm gonna be on you guys.